What better time to upload a holiday special that was recorded in December than in the middle of June? Because, you know, that's when everybody celebrates Christmas. The exact freaking opposite time of the year. This is how I plan things. This is how things work out. So, I have a battle against somebody that decided to try to do the exact same thing. I have a fake Christmas tree, a dreidel, a menorah. I have a thing that has funny leg warm. It's a reindeer. That's why I put it on my team. And then why did I have Jirachi? I felt like that was, oh, the star at the top of the Christmas tree, and then Santa Claus. And then my opponent also had Santa Claus, had the other reindeer, had a mega Christmas tree, a real one, and then a snowflake, and then a dreidel, and then I forgot why Moltres was there, but Moltres gave me a lot of trouble. I really don't remember why Moltres was there. But anyways, those were our lineups, and they're freaking weird lineups, but we try to do something fun, so I figure we'll end up going with it. So, oh my god, this game was so long ago. Hello, how are you guys doing? It's been about 2 weeks once again. You know, I find the time to do these, and I do them, but today I have an exceptional amount of time, so I'll see if I can get like 2 or 3 of these recorded and do some stuff in the downtime, because man, time to myself these days is a rare and privileged thing to have. But leads off with Moltres. I had a feeling it was going to lead off with Moltres just because, you know, Choice Scarf Moltres is a thing that I saw a lot in RU at the time, so it seemed like a very likely suspect to have going on there. So I'm going to go ahead and lay up the rocks because Moltres is not doing a lot to Sudowoodo outside of Hidden Power Grass, or if it's a Specs Moltres, then that is something to kind of be scared of, but in reality I still wasn't really too scared of it at the time from full. So I have Woodhammer on this one because that's the kind of guy I am, and Claydol is the kind of thing I am facing, and I might as well just go for it. Does run half to it. It's going to be a solid 3-hit KO. I think he got up his own rocks too. Do I have a spinner? I have Hitmontop. That's fantastic. But I don't have anything super weak to stealth rocks like he happens to have on his team in the form of Moltres and Cryogonal, but he's got spinners galore for Moltres. So if I want to get the rocks up, I might as well get him up early game, so that way I pressure, you know, Claydol to spin, or I pressure Cryogonal to come out. I think he does spin on this turn after seeing that Earthquake doesn't do that much, and yeah, that's a pretty solid play there. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've actually picked up and had a battle against somebody. I realize I've narrated more games than actually had games in the past, like 2 months, I want to say. It's been a while since I actually sat down and had a shit ton of battles outside of the club tournament I participated in back in May, which I don't think I really recorded any games from. I might have a couple, but I don't have the entire series for sure. That was a fun series. I didn't feel like recording all of them for whatever reason. I think right there I planned on laying up, did I lay up Stealth Rocks again? I'm pretty sure I did when I was looking away, and I'm just going to go for a Stone Edge. I actually kind of expected Moltres to come in on my Stealth Rocks right there, which is why I go for it. I hate that Sudowoodo is toxic, but, you know, this is fine. And, you know, for being a fake tree, Sudowoodo does a really good job at just standing still, not doing anything. I mean, other Pokemon have idle animations, but this thing's idle animation is like, if I was standing far enough away from the screen, that would be a sprite. That would be a straight up a one still image sprite. So I go for Rocks again here, expecting him to die from the poison. I don't think he does, which kind of sucks, but because he ends up going before I do, I will always end up either having, I'm in a situation where I can always have the rocks up. If he spins them away, then I get them up before I die, unless he kills me with Rapid Spin, which I don't think is going to happen. But right there, do I die? I don't think I died to Toxic yet. No, not even close. I have a really horrible attention thing right now. Sceptile going to come in, take a little bit of rocks damage, show me who the real Christmas tree is, and decide to Mega Evolve and get one on his butt. So yeah, that's a pretty big Pine Tree. Thank you for presenting the Pine Tree Sceptile. It has been a while since I've seen it, and he goes for Sub, which I was not really expecting at the time, but that's okay. I go for Stone Edge. I miss. That is not okay. That's what happens with Stone Edge, though. It is life, and unfortunately, my life becomes a very, very rough one at the moment. Because I don't really get another opportunity to do anything, and this thing hurts on a lot of things. The one thing I have that can kind of come in and take hits from it is an offensive Jirachi, which works out if he doesn't have Focus Blast, but he does have Focus Blast. This is especially defensive. I think, I don't remember why I brought this out. Maybe to blow away the rocks, but that still doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe just assuming that I could do good things based on natural bulk. So I'm gonna go for a rapid spin right there, just to mainly get rid of the rocks, and then maybe kind of hoping I can live another one, and then just take out the sub with close combat, and then go in with Jirachi to try to stomach some more of the hits is my main thought process there. I could understand why he would not want to go for Giga Drain there if he didn't have it. And I think he got, I don't know if he got a high roll on that one or if he got a low roll on the first one. I really don't know. But kind of sucked there because I wasn't able to break the sub like my original game plan had on paper. On top of that, Focus Blast does a lot more to this Jirachi than I am expecting it to, and I ended up going for a Calm Mind thinking that I was going to take it a little bit more comfortably than that. That's me underestimating Mega Sceptile, hitting me with it, or I guess overestimating Jirachi's natural bulk without any investment, because this is just special attack and speed straight. But Focus Blast on top of doing a good amount of damage is actually going to connect every single freaking time. And as you can see, it's actually doing more than my, what is it? So that turned it from a pretty much 2-hit KO to a 3-hit KO. But after lefties, it doesn't still look like I'm going to be able to take another one just because of the way that factors in. It did 66 damage last time. He does miss it this time, though, which is, ooh, that was nice. And with lefties recovery, that means I might be able to take another one. But it turns out, actually, after a Calm Mind, I'm able to knock him out. So, woo! I kind of kept you guys in suspense a little bit there on that one. But to be truthful, I completely forgot that happened. So, let's pretend I'm a good narrator for a second and move on. So, Moltres going to come in, Sceptile, one of the bigger threats, definitely out of the way, and Moltres now having half of its original HP, also not as big of a threat, but unfortunately this thing does pack Flamethrower instead of Fire Blast, which means that I cannot rely on this thing missing at all. If it is in fact Choice Scarf, I'm going to have to find something else to come in on it, but I do think he is Scarfed. Or he specs in some way, shape, or form. So I'm going to go into my Chandelure. Basically confirms that by switching out instead of going for freaking U-turn or Hurricane right there. And stupid me ends up going for a Shadow Ball, I believe, completely forgetting that he had this thing. I was like, oh, it doesn't have any resistances. I might as well just freaking go for it. And he has a Stantler. And it's an ugly Stantler. And it's actually a very, very fast Stantler, which I was not expecting. So he goes for Earthquake. I'm like, alright, I got this. He's Life Orb Stantler. I'll outspeed him on this next turn and drop him. And he has Jump Kick, and he's faster than me. So, yeah, wow. Stantler is deceptively fast, and I'm not a big fan of that. And hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Dog was getting a little sassy there. But I bring in Delibird, and Delibird for once is actually not a terribly huge disappointment here. He goes for Stomp, live it on Focus Sash because that's what Delibird does, and I thankfully do not get flinched, and I end up going for a Destiny Bond here, which is actually going to discourage him from attacking me, because that means he's going to lose his best Mon there. So he's going to end up switching out, and I do have some toys on this thing. I think I actually end up going for an do I go for an Ice Shard here? I do. I'll take Delibird kills where no, I go for Frost Breath because that's what I have. Guarantees you a crit, so I get the best crit in the game, a guaranteed crit on 1 HP, the absolutely most necessary thing. Man, that's like wiping your ass 20 times after 1 bowel movement. That is some insurance right there. But because he has Hustle on his Delibird, and I don't have Ice Shard on mine, he actually does outspeed me, but he misses his Ice Shard thanks to Hustle. And this Santa is actually able to get away with 2 kills here. This is important and fantastic, and I am such a huge fan of it. And I'm going to go for a Destiny Bond right here because Delibird did get Destiny Bond in Gen 6, and it was a breeding project of mine, and I figured, you know what? This will be funny. So, get a little bit of hacks on the Delibird there. Moltres is a kill. I will still take that because that was Stealth Rocks. And then I get a kill thanks to Destiny Bond. So Delibird knocking out 3 things. Shady Penguin would be pretty proud right now. But I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Chandelure right now, and he's going to go ahead and bring in a Stantler. I don't have anything left for this because if it outsped my Sawsbuck, the Sawsbuck was, I think, the fastest thing on my team. That was an Adamant Sawsbuck because I used it on my Sun team back in Gen 5, and it had Chlorophyll. And when you're Adamant and in the Sun, there's not a lot of things you have to worry about except for jolly things in that speed tier in the Sun. So I unfortunately do lose to Stantler right there, but I think Stantler was his last one left, and honestly, it was a fun game otherwise. I don't know why it took me so long to upload it, or if I completely forgot about it, I'm re-uploading it right now for comedic timing. Either way, that's what I have today. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. When I find days off by myself where I'm able to just talk to the mic, because I get really camera shy / mic shy, and I don't like recording unless nobody else is home, and that doesn't really happen a lot lately. But that's okay, because when I do find my time, I try to get a couple of these chugged out. I'm not dead. I'm still here, and I still think about uploading. I've told you guys, and it's literally on a whenever I can basis, because I've got a folder full of this shit, and I still want to keep it going. So, just figured I'd keep you guys posted, because I did disappear for a bit. You know, yeah, I'm still here. Anyways, that'll do it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.